guys, I'm here to talk about Paranormal Activity. It's a movie review. I just tried to do one, but it took way too long, so I'm going to try to speed through it. Okay, first of all, let me recommend that you see this movie while it's still out, because I demanded it 10 times in my city, and about 900 people demanded it in my city, and it's a pretty big city, about like, I don't know, 700,000 people, 500,000, I don't know. And like 900 out of that many people, come on. But it finally came out on October 26, 2009. I will post a link for the movie down here, the movie website. Also, I'll also post a link in the sidebar for imdb.com, just so you can like get a kind of synopsis on things and whatnot. But okay, so I demanded this movie and finally got to see it this last Saturday. Well, this past Saturday. Unfortunately, I am not over the age of 17 or 17 at all, so I had to see it with my mom, which was kind of embarrassing. But then again, it was kind of funny to see her get creeped out because, you know, she hates scary movies, like she's traumatized by them easily. So I'm one of those people who's like a big promoter of this movie. Like, I've been telling everyone to demand it online, and it hasn't really been working, but I've been wanting to see this movie. Like, I love scary movies. And let me tell you, first of all, if you do not watch this movie right now, watch it when it comes out on DVD, because I believe the experience will be that much scarier if you watch it in your own home. I mean, it's just creepy. Second of all, special effects in this movie. Oh my god, top of the line. There's so many things in this movie that happen that you cannot explain. Like, you would not believe that this is just special effects. Like, it looks totally legit, and it looks real. Number 3, sorry to burst your bubbles, but the movie is not real. Nothing that happens in it is real. I looked up the people's names. Ironically, the actor and actress's name, the girlfriend and boyfriend in the movie, those there are their real first names, Katie and Micah. Those are the names. I'll post a link right here for Katie's website, her resume and everything, and she's done a lot of movies, and this happens to be her most recent movie. She actually won the Scream Festival Award in 2008 for, like, I don't know, Best Actress in a Scary Movie. I don't know. I'll have to research that. Don't quote me on anything. But yeah. So yeah, none of this is real. Sorry to like burst your bubble, but you know, at least it eases some of the fear off of you. Like, okay, it's not that real. But the fact that it can happen makes it that much scarier, because it does have to do with sort of demonic possession type thing, demons. How it's not really about ghosts, because, you know, ghosts are not, you know, demonic, and they even mentioned demons in the movie, so spoiler. But yeah, technically it was a great movie in terms of scaring you. You know, you're always on the edge of your seat. And my favorite part of the movie, honestly, it's nothing to be spoiled, but is the fact that it doesn't have cliched, you know, scenes where the music builds and your heartbeat, like, you hear a heartbeat on the screen. It's nothing like that. You just sit there, especially, it transitions from day to night, like, oh, what happened to the daytime? Oh, they're eating breakfast, okay, da, da, da. Oh, you got a camera, that's great. It transitions to nighttime, where everything's still and quiet, and the fact that there's silence, like, complete silence in the movie theater. I swear, like, sure, there were a couple of people like, oh my god, da, 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 you know, talking, but like, there was honestly complete silence during the nighttime scenes in this movie, because you never knew when something was going to happen. And the fact that they didn't build up to it just kept you guessing, when is it going to happen? It's like, oh my god, can you please get it over with? Also, I also wanted to talk about my favorite scene. I'll incorporate that later, since you guys want to review. Honestly, I give this movie a 4.5 out of 5. I took 0.5 off because I believe it was a little overhyped as to how scary it was. I don't think it was the scariest movie out there, but I also don't think that it was like the least scariest, because it definitely scared me. I've been sleeping with my TV on for about, this is going to be my 3rd night, and I'm honestly creeped out. I have no door on my closet right now, so that's much creepier, because, you know, it's just darkness in there. But, you know, I'm not going to really worry about that. Just to let you know, again, special effects, top of the line. You would not expect that this is a fake movie. I must say though that the overhype is getting a little, I think it's getting a little too much, not out of control, but you know, too crazy, because when you overhype something, you know, people expect a lot out of it, and I think many people should go into this movie not expecting much, because I think you'll get that much more out of this experience, because you'll be scared out of your wits. I know a bunch of guys, buff guys, you know, football players, and you know, even the geeky little guys, and guys are scared of this movie, girls, so you know, be tough and watch this movie, because honestly it's really good. It has a really great storyline, and it's like you're just basically following the every day-to-day happenings of a normal, somewhat, well, begins as normal and then turns into craziness. I must say that in the daytime scenes it does get a little boring, because you know, it's just like, oh, look what I caught on the camera and blah blah blah, and look what happened. So yeah, in the beginning of the movie, as many say, it will be boring, kind of, but you just get a feel for the characters, and they give you like a layout of the house, and constantly bringing the camera around the house and around these people get you to, you know, care about these people, which I think is a great factor about the movie. Okay, so I have about 4 minutes left on this camera. I just want to talk really quickly about my favorite scenes. So if you have not seen this movie, watch it before you watch the rest of my review, because I don't want to spoil anything. It's about a scene that's really great, really scary, so just click out. Click out. Woo! Okay, if you have not clicked out, it's your fault. I'm sorry, yeah. So, if you have seen it, please comment down there in this, because this was the creepiest scene to me in the whole freaking movie. It's about night 19, 18, I don't know, somewhere late, early 20s. It's when Katie and Mike are sleeping. It's about 3 in the morning, and this is after, you know, she's felt the breathing on her neck, and they have the footsteps, and you know, everything in the shadow on the door, everything's just caught, you know. And they decide to sleep there. Things start to progress, and this is after the attic and everything, and this is what really caught my eye during the movie. Really got me, is it happens so quickly. Like, you're sitting there, the camera speeds up to about 3 minutes, 3 o'clock in the morning, I don't know, and you're just waiting, and you hear the footsteps come up the stairs slowly, and you see the shadow pass by the door. See, I had to put my foot up on my bed. I'm creeped out now. All of a sudden, the blanket sort of flips over Katie's foot, and it like reveals her foot, and she gets pulled off the bed. And what makes it so scary about this movie is that there's an entity there, and the fact that it has no face makes it that much scarier. I mean, you would think like, oh, The Grudge or The Exorcist is so scary because their faces are scary. No, when you have something there pulling you that you cannot see, that is terrifying. And it was so scary to me the way she was dragged off the bed. At first she didn't notice, and then as she's, you know, getting pulled out the door, she comes to, and she's like, and everyone's like, oh my god, she's getting pulled into the hallway, and she starts screaming, and Micah's like, what? And you see her getting pulled like near the other bedrooms, and you're like, oh my god, I thought this thing was in the attic, like, ah! And then Mike is like pulling on her, and she's like screaming and crying, and like they stumble into the bedroom, and like everything's going crazy. That movie, or that scene in the movie, has actually stayed with me this long, to the point where like I cannot sleep without a blanket over my foot, because I'm afraid something's gonna grab me. I just wanted to tell you about that, my favorite scene. Comment or video response on what your favorite scene was, please. I'll also post the links for, you know, everything you want to know about Paranormal Activity, maybe other reviews that I like. And if you have not seen it, please go see it. And if you don't see it, watch it on DVD, because it will be that much scarier in your house. As they say from the movie, don't see it alone. And what happens when you're sleeping? Peace, guys.